Should be on my personal and then on my
Yeah.
page too.
Okay. Look for it, and then I'm gonna share it. What's it? The commercial? Oh, never mind. Got it.
Should be on my personal and on my page. I think we're live, brother.
Yeah, we are.
All right, Manny. Appreciate you for coming out, man. I know we had a little curveball, but we made it, brother.
Yes,
And,
we did. We did.
And today's topic, remaining consistent, because I know you're a young hustler, man, for sure, through and through. And, I wanted to, before we get into, we'll talk about a little bit of real estate, stuff like that. But before we get into it, man, like we were just talking backstage, where you from, brother?
Yeah, I'm from Venezuela. That's where I'm from. Was born and raised in Venezuela, and lived there for 17 years of my life, and then I moved to United States, brother. I was a young guy. Well, I'm still young, but I was a teenager, 17 years old, and I just told because I used to play soccer, so I was like going back and forth with my soccer career. Went to Argentina multiple times. That I thought that was gonna be my, where I was gonna make it. But I believe in God, and everything that God's have for us is for a reason. And
Sure.
so, something happened. I got injured, and then that kind of was over. And then I just decided. I told my father, "Hey, man, I just want to go to the U.S. I want to learn English. I want to experience a different thing." And then that's how I went from Venezuela to Chicago, and lived in Chicago for 3 years. And and then from there, I just ended up in Texas, and then here I am, brother.
Oh man, how's that transition from going from here to Chicago, from there to Chicago?
Dude, I'll tell you, it was shocking. At the beginning, it was shocking because Chicago is a big city. Downtown Chicago. I actually live downtown Chicago. Getting used to the city, the buildings, right? Different lifestyle, faster. Like the lifestyle is super fast. It's 10x faster than here. The economy wise, it's a lot more expensive than down south here in Texas. So it was economy wise was good for me, but then culture wise, for I want to say the first 30 days kind of hit me because I was like, wow, in San Antonio, it's small town, right? Downtown is different. But then I got used to it, and then I just fell in love with San Antonio because la cultura aquí is, I like it. I like the culture. I like the food. I like the people. I like the weather definitely. It's now negative 20 degrees, negative 10 degrees, like how it is in Chicago. And then I just, I loved it.
Yeah, man. And back home, was it a big city or small town too?
No, a small town, bro. I'm from Valencia. Valencia is it's a city 2 hours away from the capital, which is Caracas. And yeah, it's a small town, bro. It's a small, humble town where hardworking middle class people live. Nothing compared to this. But got used to it. Like I said, I like more Texas because it reminds me more back home. The people, the food, the culture. So yeah.
Nice, brother. And then when you got to Chicago, what were you doing there?
So in Chicago, I remember I came here knowing nobody, not having no friends, no family, little to no money. I didn't even know how to speak English. So the first thing I did was just take myself to an English school. So I went to an English school. I learned the language. I just I studied the language like crazy. I learned it, and then I started just working. I just started working at a cable job. I used to do it. I used to be a technician.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I used to install cable, Wi-Fi, cable boxes and stuff like that. And that's what I did for a while. And that's actually how I got to Texas because I opened a little contract with one of the owners had a contract here in San Antonio. And so I asked him, like, hey, can I get a contract under you over there? So that's how I transitioned from Chicago to Texas, San Antonio.
Man. Oh, so you didn't have any family in Chicago?
No, I still don't.
Dang. Yeah. So you got there and then you just started like looking for a place to live and just
So the school, the good thing is the school that I have applied for, they kind of give you like little homesteads, they call it homestead, where you just rent a room and then you figure it out on your own type of deal. But they give you like connection, like, hey dude, this apartment is for rent, this room is for rent, you pick and choose whatever you want. So then I showed this ones where they were renting the room, super expensive, man. But I didn't really know the value of the dollar. I didn't know the currency that much. I didn't know how much $1,000 was. I didn't know how much $100 was. Like, you know, get understand. I'm coming from a third world country where, like, you know, it's just, we don't see dollars. You know, now a little bit more, but we don't used to. And so I didn't know the value of it. And then when I come to find out, man, I was paying like $700, dude, $700 for a room. And then I found out in the first month I just did. I did, and then I got a roommate. Then I started living with roommates. You know, rent a little apartment, and then that's how I got to live in downtown Chicago. Because I actually got lucky. I used to live with two guys from Saudi Arabia, and then us three we rented an apartment downtown Chicago. It was $1,500, but it was $500.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was $200 cheaper than what I was paying on a room. You know, and I was living downtown Chicago, bro. Like it was popping. You know.
That's crazy, man. And then aside from that, like anything you would do after, so it's basically just school and work, right?
Yeah, well, no, I couldn't work. Like I couldn't work, bro, because you know, when you come to the state with the U visa, it's they just give you permit to go to school. So actually, for the first, I want to say for the first 6 months, it was just strictly school. And then of course my parents, you know, how they cool, you know, support me a little bit here now and then. And then when I told my father, hey, I'm not going back, that's what we're doing you now. I can't help you. And then I was 17, about to turn 18, and then and that's when I just stayed, dude. I stayed, and then I started figuring out on my own, and that's when, you know, I had to go on my own, and it wasn't easy. It was just like going literally out on the streets and do whatever it takes, and you know, and figure it out, literally figure it out. You know, finding people that could help me here, could help me there, and then just try to make it to survive 1 month to another month, and you know, trying to pay rent. And then it was a beautiful journey, but it was, man, I don't want to go back to it. It was a rough journey, man.
No, I feel you, man. It's kind of like it teaches you a lot, right? I think there's a lot of people, you know, they still live with their parents, younger kids, you know, you kind of have that sense of comfort. Like, hey, if something goes wrong, at least I know mom and dad are there. But you basically, you know,
Dude, I couldn't, like, that's what I tell a lot of people, like, bro, you're in America and take the chance, because if shit goes south, go back to your mom's house, bro. Like, I couldn't, like, any chance that, like, even right now, because my mom and dad is still back home, all my family is still back home. Like, even right now, I'm 25, 8 years later, you know, self-made entrepreneur, you know, businessman, making money, selling houses, buying houses. I'm still, the risk that I take, I gotta be cautious, because something goes south. I don't have a mom or a tia or a tio here that can, hey, I'm not going to sleep in your house. So, you know, those are things that when you come as an immigrant, you got to be careful. But of course, being faithful and having a strong mindset plays a lot. You know, having a strong mindset plays a long way, dude, because you know, I knew that if I make a wrong move, I knew I would probably end up on the street. But you know, we're careful, with cautious, with God, and having faith that you know, that my next step is gonna be solid. I think that's what's got me here where I'm at today.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, man. And then once getting into San Antonio, you were still doing the installation technician stuff.
Yes, yeah. So once I got here to San Antonio, we're looking now 2000, end of 2015, beginning of 2016. I'm still doing the installation stuff. I'm actually kind of open a little business with the same owner. I started hiring people myself. I started training myself, and then I got, you know, a few people under me. So I have a little business going. And then that lasted for not much, like probably like 8 months, because Time Warner sold the company. And when Time Warner sold the company, everybody got cut off. Like, everybody just cut off. So, and then I found myself, I'm like, oh shoot, like, I'm here now. What do I do? Like, okay, everything, dude. I thought I was like, oh, okay, I made it. Like, I was 19 already. I was like, I made it. I got an office. I got people working for me. I got all these tools. I got the trucks and everything. But you know, it's an experience. You know, I was young. I'm still young. But again, I was a kid, man. I was 19, dude. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, I was just wanting money. I just wanted success, and I just wanted work. That's it. I just wanted work. And then when that happened, I found myself without a job, without a business, nothing. And it was just like, okay, now what do I do? So.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy, right? It's a shock. I mean, one moment you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in the entrepreneur journey, in the business journey,
Yeah.
It could change like that, man.
Like that, dude. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad that I experienced that, you know, such a young age. And, you know, I mean, I still believe that maybe in the future I may experience it, but now the experience will be a little bit different because I kind of know how to get into that, yeah, that experience. I don't know. I know how to take it now, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it could shock you two different ways. You know, you get hit, you get back up, or you get hit and then you go even lower.
Yeah.
So how did that help you, like losing everything in a way?
So, okay, I got hit, and I'll tell you, I didn't go out. I stayed home for like 15 days, bro. Like I was like, man, wow.
Like, what now?
Like literally, what now? Like what now, dude? So, you know, I got back up, and luckily, you know, my wife had a friend that could help me find a job at the mall. So I was like, man, I've never done sales. I don't know anything about sales, but I need to make money. Like I need to make money. And you know, this is funny story, bro, because while I was doing that time, I went ahead and applied for car washes, restaurants. Look, I was willing to do whatever it takes. All I needed just I wanted to work. Dude, I'll tell you, nobody took me. Like nobody would hire me. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what's going on? Nobody will hire me. But this is where, like, you know, my faith comes along because God has a plan, right? And then God was like, nope, you're not gonna do this. Nope, you're not gonna work at this. Nope, you're not gonna be a server. Nope, you're not gonna do a car wash. Nope, you're not gonna do construction. Nope. And then until one day, this just lady walked in one day on my life. She's like, hey, you know, I can find you a job like today, right? I'm like, really? You can? She's like, yeah, let's go with me. So I went with her. We went to the mall here in North Star Mall. She introduced me to this guy, and this guy's like, yeah, man, just here. Start working today. What do I do? It's sales. Just start selling this product, and it's commission. It's 100% commission. All right. And I started, man, found out that, man, I'm good at it. I found out that I was good at talking to people. I found out that I'm good at selling, and I liked it, and the money was good. And then I just stick to it, dude. I just stick to it.
It's crazy, right? Sales can be a little bit addicting, man.
It can, yeah.
I don't know about you. Do you ever get like an adrenaline rush?
I always do. Always. Yeah, always, bro. Like I have to. That's my drug. That's my high. Like I'm gonna keep real. That's my high. That's my drug. I do sales not because of all the money I'm gonna make. I do it because like that adrenaline when I'm talking to somebody, that energy that goes between two human brains or even more human brains. In the moment we're making a sale, that's what feeds my soul and that's what fills my blood. That's what I love.
Crazy, man. And it's powerful, bro. That stuff will take you like to different places. Not like you said, if you don't focus too much on the money, because the money you can make it in a lot of stuff. Like you said, you can get a job here and there, but the mentality and connecting with people, that's a whole different other thing, brother.
Yeah.
And then once you had that job, how long were you there?
So yeah, I did that on the mall. Let me see, December then 2019. So I made good money quick. I made fast money. I made quick money. I remember it was quick. Like in 5 months, I was ready. Like, okay, I got this money. I'm good. So I got out of the mall. Then I started doing trade shows where you start traveling around the United States, and you're selling the same product. So then I started traveling all over the United States, Seattle multiple times, Miami multiple times, Tampa, Atlanta multiple times, El Paso. So I was like every weekend I was in a different city, in a different state, selling the same product. So then I got burned out of that because, getting on an airplane so often, it's just tiring, dude. Like it was just living in a hotel. It was just, okay, I'm done. Make this money, I'm done. Then I started doing some drop shipping online. I wanted to get into the offline business. So funny journey too. I started in the online business. My brother and I had like 10 G's, and we blew it up. Like within 3 months, we blew 10 G's. Like nothing. Like we're like, oh shit. Like what do we do now? So then we blew the 10 G's, and we're like, damn, bro. Like now we're back to zero. Okay. What do I know? What do I know how to do? Well, I figured out that I know how to make money. I know how to sell. So this is what I did. I went back and I talked to the same dude that I was in the mall and said, hey, look, I'm not trying to work with you, dude. Can I buy the product from you? And you sell it retail to me, and I go sell it on my own? He said, yeah, cool. So then this dude was selling me the product for $15. And I would go to La Pulga right here in the south side in San Antonio, and I would flip it for like 150 a pop.
Dang.
You know, and then I remember I went on a Saturday, bro. I went on a Saturday because La Pulga opens Saturdays and Sundays. So I was, man, yo, man, with all the respect, you know, con respeto, y'all Mexican get up early, man. Y'all get up early to work, dude. And y'all made me to get off my ass early to work, dude, because it was, you know, first serve, you know, first come, first serve, right?
Yeah.
So over there, you have to go early so you can get the best spot. And then, man, I had to be there like 5 in the morning, dude. 5 in the morning. Now, granted, I didn't have a car. This whole time, the whole money, I refused to buy a car. I refused because I wanted to have X amount of money on my bank account so I can go ahead and buy a car. Or I wanted to have at least a business that could pay for the car. So, and it was my brother and I taking the bus from over there from Ingram, from Northside Mall all the way to the south side, 1604. So we had to get up at 4 in the morning just to be there at like 5:45. And then in our backpack, we had our products, our things, you know, and then we'll go. So anyway, dude, the first Saturday that I went, dude, I got there like 5:46 in the morning. I got my table and I'm selling, you know, selling. I made the first sale. I'm like, okay, 150, boom, 100, boom, bro. By 12 p.m., like five hours later, I have sold 5, dude. 5, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm profiting, dude. I'm profiting like 450 cash. And I'm like, okay, I'm into money now. Let's get it. Let's come back again on Sunday. So we did it again. Same thing. We made 500. All right, we make $1,000 in the weekend. Then from Monday to Friday, we would just chill at home. We didn't do nothing. And then we did that, dude. We did that, and then we got it. You know, we made money. Like we were averaging about $1,000 a weekend, just 2 days. And then hours wise, if you want to count the hours, we'll work from 6 in the morning to 12 p.m. That's it. So 10 hours, we'll make $1,000.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So that's the power of sales. That's what I tell people. Like, you see, a regular job, hourly job, salary, you can't do that. The only way you can do it is in sales. But what is required? It requires skill set, requires communication skills, requires, you know, closing skills, requires, you know, having a tough team. Because a lot of people, trust me, to make those $1,000, I had to stop like 50 to 80 people, you know, to make just probably 5 sales. But I knew that those 5 sales were going to give me, you know, 500 to 550. So did that for a while. And then same thing, got burned out. I was like, man, you know, I'm making this money. Now I'm okay. And then I went and bought me a car. And then I was like, okay, now what's next? And then that's when I got into wholesaling, to real estate. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So now we're talking like beginning of 2018. Yeah.
And so you would just work the weekends, nothing during the weekday?
Nothing during the week. Just Saturday and Sunday. That's it.
What would you do between the weekends?
At home, bro. I was just home chilling. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Because honestly, like you said, you know, you went to the Pulga, you took the bus. I know people who they want to be successful, right?
Yeah.
But stuff like that timids them, or you know, they get embarrassed. Oh, I don't want to be seen on the bus. Oh, I don't want to be seen selling something on the Pulga. How did you avoid feeling that stuff?
Dude, I didn't care, dude. Because let me tell you why, bro. Look, I came to this country with nothing. I came to this country with nobody. I came to this country with just literally my luggage, my bag, dude, and clothes, and that's it. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, this is what I told myself. If I'm going to be paying attention to what other people say, oh, this dude's selling on La Pulga, this dude's selling this dude's, you know, hustling. If I'm going to be paying attention to that, then I'm never going to reach my goals. I'm never going to reach my dreams. So what I told myself is, look, man, just cancel all the noise, put your head down, and just get to work, get to the money. I'm gonna tell you, I was just going after that money. At that point of my life, I was just literally, I need to make it. Like I need to make, you know, get my $10,000 that I just lost last son, because I was like, man, like I'm not making any money. So then, you know, I just put my head down and I got to work. And I just didn't listen to what, you know, what people would say. You know, my mom, my dad, they will support me all the time, and that's all that matters to me. As long as my family is supporting me and they're good with what I'm doing, and as long as I'm not hurting anybody, I'm not committing fraud, I'm not committing crime, I'm good. So.
Yeah, because people are going to talk regardless. You do something good, they're going to talk. Do something bad.
They still talk that I'm doing real estate, and they still talk. So like, I mean, You know what I'm saying? Like, just might as well do it. Whether you do something good or bad, I mean, they're still gonna talk. So might as well just do it.
Exactly, man. And like you said too, like the mentality wise in sales too, because you can't be timid in sales, man.
No, you can't. Like, bro, it's either you have it or you don't. Like, it's either you're willing to take a hit. It's either you're willing, bro. I had people on my face, dude, like literally on my face, telling me, "Hey, bro, I told you not to stop me. I told you not to talk to me. I told you multiple times I don't want it." You know, like if you're not willing to do that, like if you're not willing to just take that hit in front of your face, then you're not willing to get money. You know, you're not willing to receive money, because now over here over the phone, that's why some people say, "Hey, man, I can't call. I can't make a call." Bro, come on. The worst scenario that can happen is just hang up the phone and that's it. You know?
Yeah, they can't physically touch you, man.
They can't physically touch you, but now if you're selling physically, so somebody trying to harass them and stop them, they can literally, punch you in the face until you, fuck up, on your face. But, that's just, it builds your character, it builds your skin, and like now there's no rejection that can bother me at all.
Man, it's crazy. And then how do you stay motivated, man?
So, okay, now we're gonna get into a topic that I love, right? Because motivation, right? I'm a firm believer in motivation. I like to motivate other people. I like to motivate myself. But this is what I read this in a book. I can't remember what book it was, but it said before you motivate others, you have to be willing to motivate yourself. See, a lot of people they feel, oh, I need somebody to motivate me. I need to watch a video to motivate me. No, motivate yourself. Learn to motivate yourself first, and then go ahead and go motivate others. And to answer your question, how do I stay motivated? Is my why. Keeping it simple. My why. My why is bigger than the huge amount of money I can make, the deals that I can make. My why is my family. Simple as that. My family, my mom, my dad, my sister. I know they're still back home. I know they're still struggling. They probably don't even have light right now, to watch this. They probably don't have internet right now to watch this. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because, man, if I'm able to be here in the United States and have all the privilege of having just light, brother, light, electricity, water, internet, and my family, knowing that my family is still back home and don't have that, that's what I'm working for. Mm-hmm. And that's what motivates me to get up every day until now, no matter how much money I'm making, to now every day and come to this office and do what I do to keep pushing for my goals and help my family.
It's powerful, man. And you need that why. Otherwise, it's like I said, motivation's a spark.
Yeah.
But the why is something that the thing that keeps feeding your fire, man. And it's
exactly.
And do you think nowadays, you talked about motivation, books and stuff. Do you think sometimes people maybe try to focus too much on the motivation?
Yeah.
You think it's dangerous?
It is dangerous. You can, yes, you may get to a, okay, this is what I do. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a point in my life where I was like, man, okay, I need motivation, this and that. And, I was watching a lot of videos, but then I was like, what is this doing to me? The thing is that when you get too caught up into it, then you forget that you got to take action.
Yeah.
Because the motivation is, like you said, it's just a one-time rush. Like, okay, let me get high. I'm motivated. Okay, I'm good. I'm pumped up. And then you go to sleep. You wake up in the morning, and then it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Start all over again. So, yes, it can be dangerous if you're not a action taker. You got to be an action taker. You got to take action. You got to go ahead and take risk. You got to go ahead and throw the coin, bro. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck.
It's kind of like the analysis paralysis, no?
There you go. I was going to say that. Analysis paralysis, yeah.
You focus too much on it, and then at the end of the day, you're back right where we started. I mean, I guess that's too why they make there's people selling that stuff, man. And that's all they do. Just selling the motivation because they know people need it.
People need it, yeah. Yeah.
What they don't realize is they really need discipline.
Yes.
What do you think about discipline? How do we train that?
Brother, you're talking my language now. Man, discipline. See, discipline becomes with repetition, right? It becomes with repetition. It becomes with, doing it over and over and over and over again. The thing with that is that I'm a firm believer that it starts when you're young. It starts when, it becomes on your parents. It becomes who raised you. It becomes, your mom and dad make you make your bed every day. Your mom and dad make you go brush your teeth before you go to sleep or after you eat. Your mom and dad make you wash your clothes, wash your plate after you eat. See, those are little tweaks, right? That now that I'm grown and I look back, my mom really just since I was a young dude, I was like 8. I remember 8, 10 years old. I will eat, and she will get pissed off when I leave the plate on the thing. It's like, no, you wash your own shit. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So those are little disciplines, right? That it got implemented to my my subconscious mind, because now I just do it unconsciously. And it just starts with that, right? It started with that. But let's just say you didn't have a parents like mine. Let's just say, Manny, but my mom didn't let me do that. My mom, my dad was just okay, whatever I do. So the way I like to start off with when I tell people about discipline is start with something small. Start with as simple as make your bed. Make your bed in the morning. Just get up, make your bed. Boom. That's number one. Now what's next? Okay, let me go ahead and be at the office at 7:30 in the morning. Just make it a habit of for 30 days, be at the office at 7:30 in the morning. See, those little things is what's gonna get you to the bigger things. Now you can guess those little things. Now you know, okay, well, I can be at 7:30, I can make my bed, I can make my lunch. Okay, now what's next? How about when I make $5,000 this month? What do I have to do? Well, I have to make X amount of calls, I have to make X amount of offers, I have to go ahead and see X amount of properties. Now you're creating those habits within yourself that it gives you those KPIs, right? The KPIs that it tells you what you need to do to get to your goals. And I mean, I think that's how I do it. And I think that it was working for me. I'm sure it can work for other people. But it's just starting with the little things, and then eventually, gradually, start getting to the bigger things, right?
Yeah, because you can get man, it's coming in Spanish, it's animado. If you try to do something a lot right away, and then you don't really see the progression of it. That's what like you said, you got to start small, right, to get to the big stuff.
Small. Yeah. You see, a lot of people say, well, but just go big, Manny. Just start big. You can, right? Yeah, you may hit and you're like, oh wow, like I did it. But did you really build that muscle though? Did you really build that muscle from 0 to 100? You can go from 1 to 100, yes, but I would like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Because once I get to 100, if there's a setback to me, let's say probably I'm going back to 80, I already know what the steps are to get back to 100.
Mm-hmm. Building that foundation up, huh?
Build that foundation.
Mm-hmm. And then, do you think your background in sports helps you out too?
Yes, big time, brother, big time. My background in sports helped me a lot. And you're gonna hear me talk about my parents a lot and my father, and it's just they are the two pillars of my life that made me the person who I am. Because dude, I remember when I was growing up, going to soccer, right, sport. I remember one day, dude, I told my father, "Hey man, I don't want to go to practice today. Just practice, not even game, practice." And he said, "Okay, fine. You don't want to go today? Cool. We're gonna take the day off." Then the day after, "Hey dad, I don't feel like I'm gonna go. I want to go today." Bro, look, literally, he just set me down and said, "Look, man, you want to play soccer? You have to train every day. Every day. If you miss one day, there's 1,000 people, 1,000 guys out there that want to make it just as bad as you want to make it. And there's 1,000 guys that are training right now, and you're here in bed doing shit. So you tell me, if you don't want to go, I don't take you no more. Like, no more at all. I won't take you at all. But if you want to commit to this, you have to go to training, to practice every day. And Saturdays and Sundays are game days." Bro, I was like 12, 13 years old, and my dad, I'm a firm believer on tough love, right?
Yeah.
I'm a, we're Latinos, we're like that tough love, like, and that's how we're raised, right?
We're straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the point, bro. Like, don't, hey, well, son, okay, I understand. No, call that bullshit. Because if you start, I feel like, if you start feeling I'm not a father, but I feel like you start raising your son, we're like, oh, well, it's okay. Take a day off and pobrecito, okay, it's cold. Fuck that shit. Get to work, bro. Go ahead. You want it? Go ahead and do it. That's how I was raised. See? And yes, sport, it played a big part because my dad used that to teach me discipline, commitment to the team. Mm-hmm. You see?
Yeah,
I'm huge in commitment, bro. Like, huge. A lot of people, you can ask my guys in the office, like, what I talk about is commitment. How committed are you, not to me, to yourself, to to God, because I'm sure that everybody here prays to God. God, please help me. I wanna do this. I want to do that. Okay, He's gonna give it to you, but are you committed to what you're asking? Are you committed to the money you want? Are you committed to the car that you want? Are you committed to your success? Are you committed to your goals? See, so for me, commitment, bro, it's huge, huge. If I tell you I'm gonna do it, like I told you, you just text me, hey, bro, we're gonna do a podcast, and I say I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
It's crazy, right? How long have we actually sat down and had conversations?
No, dude, we have now.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's powerful. And like you said too, the tough love, man. A lot of nowadays you see kids, man. What do you have? Participation trophies in sports. Back then, there's nothing wrong with competition, man. Like it helps us grow. I compete with the people around me. I compete with other, I have a roofing company in Corpus. We compete with, other like-minded individuals. Do you think competition is important?
Super important. Super important. Super important. See, without competition, there is no capitalism. Now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get to economy too, right? You need competition. Without Apple, there was no Google. Simple. Without Walmart, there probably wouldn't be in a Target. Without Adidas, there probably wouldn't be in a Nike. You need to compete. You need to compete. Sports, business, entrepreneurship. You need to be willing to compete on the marketplace, because the marketplace is looking for people that are willing to compete and bring value to the table. But you can't get to the marketplace as, well, here you go. This is Manny Cash. How you guys doing? Look at me. I'm from Venezuela and I speak Spanish and I speak English. What's up? No, I got to bring something to the table. I got to bring content. I got to bring the best content. I got to bring value. I got to teach people. I got to help people. See? And I know there's a lot of people out there doing it, but then I have to differentiate myself and compete with them and put myself on a blue ocean. There is this book that I read. It's called Blue Ocean, and he talks about if you're fishing on an ocean where everybody's fishing, then it doesn't become a blue ocean. It becomes a blood ocean. Everybody's fishing for the same fish. Create your own ocean. Go to a different pond. Go to a different lake. You see. And that's why competition is important. Blue Ocean. Yeah, I recommend that book.
It's crazy, man. And then I think too, you probably compete with yourself
all the time, bro. Like I'm tough to myself all the time. When I don't meet a goal, when I don't meet a quota, when I don't meet, like my monthly income that I want, I even told, like, it's crazy. I'm gonna sound crazy, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know. Just my wife. A lot of people don't know this. I get in front of the mirror. And then, like, if I know I fucked up, I just look at myself. Like, look, bro, you fucked up. All right? I recognize that shit. You fucked up. Now get your ass back to work. Stop bitching. Not complain. And go do it better this month. Well, I'm talking to myself. And that's how I'm talking to other people. And, I'm one of the first one, bro. Like, if I fucked up, I'll tell you, hey, man, it's my fault. I fucked up. I recognize that. But then at the same time, I evaluate myself. Say, okay, well, this is how we're going to do it better. Next time I'm going to make the call this way. This is how I'm going to make that contract. This is so and so and so and so. But yeah, definitely competition it's you against you, bro. Nothing else. It's you against you.
Yeah. And it's funny you said that, man, because I talk to myself too. And I'll say stuff in the mirror, but
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Okay. I'm not the only one.
What's weird though with me, man, I'll get crazy, man. I see myself in the mirror, man, and then I see like my family in the background just staring at me, and I'm like, dang. And I wake up every day, man, and I always tell myself to kind of motivate me too and keep pushing. It's like, if I don't do something today, man, my family's going to go hungry.
Yeah.
How can I do that to them? They're probably, and it's always going to be the family that, they puts the trust in you. You start a new business, people aren't going to pay attention to you too much. Yeah. But who's always going to be there? Your family.
Your family, yeah.
So it's like, man, you got to keep going, bro. There's people counting on you too to keep going.
Yes, bro. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to just, I'm looking at this and it's easy to do that. It's easy to do that. But you just gotta keep your target on on your head, man. You gotta keep your target in your forehead and keep working towards that.
Gotcha, man. And now you said you're in real estate. How long have you been in real estate yet? So far?
So far, almost 3 years already, since the beginning of 18. So
28.
Yeah.
And how long? I think, if I'm not mistaken, bro, you said you went like 8 months with no deal.
8 months, bro. 8 months. So think about that for a moment. I know a lot of people have done it. I know a lot of people have done that. Like, there was this guy, shout out to him, Christian Hernandez from Dallas. He was on my cash hour that I used to do last year, which I'm going to start doing again this year. But anyway, it took him 14 months. I know people that's taking it 8 months, 9 months, and I also know a lot of more people that they quit in the first month,
Yeah. First week, so, dude. I've seen first week.
Yeah, first week, bro. Like, but yeah, dude, 8 months, it wasn't easy. It was a lot of struggle, dude, a lot of doubts, a lot of disappointments, a lot of frustration. Man, I cried, dude. Like, I'm not afraid to say it, dude. Like, I remember, dude, I was driving for dollars here in San Antonio. It was like we're looking at month 5. And I'm just driving around, dude, and I'm looking at this house, trying to write it down. And I remember, looking at it, and then it was one of those moments in your life where you reflect, you're like, what am I doing? I was like, what am I doing, man? Like, you're literally just walking, looking for a property. Like, what am I doing? And I cried, dude. I was like, man, God, like, man, what else do I have to do? Like, God damn, you can't even ask Charles, dude, and Michael. Like, I was coming every day, bro, every day. I was here, the first one here, the last one to leave, and it wasn't popping. It wasn't happening, dude. Until I shake it off, and I just keep moving forward, and then 8 months later, dude, it popped, and that's all I needed. That's all I needed. I just did that first one. I needed that first one to give me that confidence, and when I got it, it was game over.
Yeah, because when you go through that drought, man, your thoughts kind of creep up on you, man, like crazy.
Man, dude, it's a fight, dude. It's the fight against the devil, dude, and the devil is always on your shoulder, and it's up to you how you're gonna shake him off and tell him, hey, I'm with God all the time. What's up, And that's really what I do. Shit, I face him every day, and I tell him, look, man, you can't touch me. I'm with God, bro. What's up? You want to come? Let's go. See, that's the battle we fight. I said, it's me, but it's easy to just listen to him and be like, okay, well, I think you're right. I think this is not for me, or I think you're right. I think I'm not good at this. See, that's easy. What's not easy is getting up every morning and be like, nah, you got this, bro. No, you're gonna do it. No, you're gonna make 10,000 this month. No, you're gonna make 20,000 this month. That's the hard part,
Yeah, and it's weird, right? Like, there's good habits, bad habits, but it's always like the bad habits are a lot easier to make.
A lot easier, dude. They're a lot easier. Yeah.
And then how are you scheduling your day now? Because I know you're a hustler, man. So, like, you wake up, and then what do you do?
Yeah, so I started to wake up earlier now. I get up, 6:30, 6:45, take a shower. I do a little bit of prayer. I believe in prayer. I do my prayers. And I just come to the office. I get here to the office around 8. Starting getting a little earlier because I'm working on a project. But yeah, 8, and then here in the office is mainly working on my own deals, calling for deals, working the deals that I got on the pipeline already, working the deals that I got on escrow, going out to see properties, doing content. So I don't really have it like a time block type of deal, because like all of a sudden, like I'm here and I gotta go have lunch, I have a meeting, or I gotta go meet up a seller. So I can't really time block it that much, because it can change from 1 minute to another, but I do have routine. Like, that's the thing. See, I do have a routine on what I do from the moment I get up to the moment I go to bed. So after I'm done working, I go to my house, and then I go work out. I like to work. I like working out. Like, I enjoy working out. That's one of the things that stick since the sport. I love, since I was a kid, and I value the idea of having, a healthy body, a healthy mindset, eating healthy. I value the idea of, if you want to make it, you have to be strong physically and mentally. So I go work out every day, and then I do 10 pages a book, 10 pages every day, 10 pages every day. And then after that, it's just, chilling, and I go to bed, and then do it all over again. Oh, another thing is I write my goals every morning before I come to work, and then every night before I go to sleep, like religiously, just writing down.
Nice, brother.
Yeah.
What would you say to like the younger generation now starting out? Like, you know, because we talked about how they're chiflados, bro. You know, you get those kind of people. How would you like say, hey, man, if you want to do this, this is what I would recommend first?
Yeah. So, you know, whether they want to do real estate, whether they want to do sales, whether they want to do stocks, forex, Shopify, whatever they want to do, right? One thing that I recommend is, first of all, write your goals down. Just write your goals. I like to write my goals quarterly. I got quarterly goals, and then yearly, and then 5-year goals. But stick to your quarterly goals, and find a mentor. Find somebody. That's the easier route, dude. Like that's why I met Mike and Charles. I didn't try to reinvent the wheel. I didn't try to just go ahead and try to do it and figure it out. No, find a mentor. Find somebody that's doing what you want to do and is where you want to be, and then just go reach out. Reach out, and then be willing to just at least work for free for a minute, and then get knowledge, and then eventually once you start getting your knowledge, you start putting the paper, putting the work. But that's my if I were to start again, that's what I would have done. Just find a mentor. Have your goals always in front of you. Have somebody that can genuinely can guide you through the process and is willing to teach you. I know it's hard. I know there are people, many, but I don't have I wasn't lucky like you that find Mike and Charles, people that can help you. There's people out there that are willing to help you. There's people on YouTube, on Facebook that if you reach out, like the Bible said, you ask and you shall be answered. Simple as that. And that's literally what happened to me, bro. All I did, I asked on Facebook, who is in San Antonio doing real estate. That's it. And then by asking that simple question, it was answered. Somebody took me over here with Mike and Charles.
Crazy, man. And I like how you said mentors, though. How did you find out, or what do you recommend to people to make sure that their mentor is legit? Because there's a lot of people out there faking it, bro. you know as much as I do.
Yeah. So a few things you want to look up to, right? You want to look up to first, are they actually doing it? Like, are they actually doing it? Are they just talking about it, or are they actually doing it? That's just number one. Like, I know Mike and Charles, they were doing it because, like, man, I mean, I've seen them close deals, multiple deals. And okay, well, these guys are real. They're actually doing the deal, right? That's just number one. Number two, does my mentor, does he believe in the same thing that I believe, right? Do we connect on an energy level, on a spiritual level? I'm huge in a spiritual. I'm energy, right? I feel people, I sense people, and based on how I feel you, okay, I like you, okay, cool. I don't, my energy doesn't click with you, bro. Okay, so find somebody that, one, is doing what you're doing, that is actually doing, two, that you can relate with them, whether their story, whether they come from, and that your vibe, your energy, your soul connects with them on a spiritual level. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, man, for sure. Because nowadays everybody's a mentor.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
But yeah, and I think that's how I found, because I have two mentors. I have one in the roofing, Dimitri, and then real estate, Eric Flores, and then dude, I have another one, Hard Money, Jade Flores. So and they do help you out, man. It's almost like they had to go through the sticks and stones too, and then you just pick it up from where they left off and go from.
Yeah, and and it feels good. It feels good when you find somebody that is willing to, that believed in you, right? That put times in you, that sees beyond Alex, that sees beyond Alex right now, 25 years old, but they see the Alex at 35, 40. Who you can be when you actually get to what you want. And when you find those people in your life, just I go by core values, right? Loyalty, respect, huge in respect. Mi papá dice, respeta para que te respeten, right? Respect so other people can respect you too. So that's one of my core values, respect, loyalty, always be honest, honesty. So, and if you keep those core values, vice versa, from you mentor and you as the mentee, I'm sure, y'all can have a good relationship.
For sure, brother, for sure. Yeah, man. And I know too, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the courses too, for the people out there that just watch out for mentors, make sure they're doing what they're doing, and to click away, man. You can Google it and you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah,
but yeah, brother. And then what are your goals for this year, Manny?
Man, this year, dude, it's really a 10x. You know, I'm into multifamily. I'm starting into multifamily. We got a 5 units closed last month. Getting into more like you know, wholesaling a few multifamilies this year, and then keeping some here with the company, keeping some you know, 50, 100 units under my belt. Want to get into more now, you know, new development, you know, new builds and projects such as, you know, new builds and also fix and flip. Pretty much putting that money to work a little bit more. Putting some capital aside. I mean, some properties aside as well for, you know, rent or Airbnb. Those are my goals. You know, nothing oh wow, but you know, something that I can take me to the next level. Just keeping it real.
You think you'd be doing real estate for a while?
I think so. Yeah, I think real estate would always be there, and because, you know, my mom, my dad, they own real estate back home, and you know, I saw them growing up, and I was like, okay. And they always told me, you know, the money's in the state, the money's in the real estate. You know, owning real estate, on the rent, on the equity. So I think, yes, I think real estate will be, right now it's my career, but I think also would be something I would be doing pretty much my whole life.
Nice, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you for being here, brother.
Of course,
I
bro. It's
know.
always a pleasure, man.
And like I said, look, for the people that don't know, man, this is probably like the first conversation we've had in our entire career.
Amazing conversation, amazing.
Yeah, man. So definitely, we learned a lot, man. You know, the mentality wise that it takes us to see, because it's just a struggle, man. There's always a fight between good and evil.
Fight, bro. And another thing is that it doesn't matter what level you are, you're always gonna fight it. You're always gonna find that fight, you know, and it's just how you're gonna fight it. You know, are you gonna just be waiting for it to get hit, or you're gonna hit back? You gotta be willing to hit back, you know. But brother, you know, it's a pleasure. You know, again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to express my my thoughts myself, and you know, looking forward to meet you in person. Shit, let's do some deals.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, dude, I'm looking for like 3 houses right now. So if you got them locked up, let me know, man.
There you go.
For sure, man. Hey, man, appreciate it, brother. We'll be in touch, and
stay blessed.
Appreciate everybody for watching.